Imagine being born in the shadows of slavery at a time when opportunities for African Americans, especially women, were almost non-existent. Now imagine rising to become the first Black woman in America to own and lead a bank. That's the story of Maggie Lena Walker, a woman who turned struggle into strength and dreams into institutions. Maggie Lena Walker was born in Richmond, Virginia in 1864, right at the end of the Civil War. Her parents were formerly enslaved, and so like many Black families at that time, they faced poverty and hardship. Maggie's father died when she was young, leaving her mother to provide for the family by taking in laundry, and Maggie often helped deliver clothes to customers. As a little girl, she saw the weight of poverty on her family, and she made up her mind that she would do something about it. Maggie joined a community organization called the Independent Order of St. Luke. This group focused on charity, on aid, and on uplifting Black communities. It was here that Maggie discovered her voice and her gift for leadership. By 1899, she had risen through the ranks and become the Right Worthy Grand Secretary, the highest order a woman had ever held in the order. But Maggie wasn't satisfied with just holding a title. She had a vision. Maggie believed that economic independence was the key to freedom. She often said, "Let us put our monies together, let us use our monies, and let us put our monies out at usury among ourselves and reap the benefit ourselves." In other words, if Black communities pooled their money and resources, they could build their own future. That's what Maggie believed. And so in 1903, Maggie Lena Walker did the unthinkable. She founded the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank. Think about that for a moment. In an era of Jim Crow segregation, when women couldn't even vote, when African Americans were routinely denied access to financial institutions, a Black woman stood up and said, "I will build my own bank." As president of the bank, she made it possible for Black families to open savings accounts, buy homes, and for entrepreneurs to receive loans to start businesses. Her bank became a safe place for African Americans to dream bigger. But Maggie didn't stop there. She started a newspaper, the St. Luke Herald, to spread news and information to all her community. She even opened a department store, creating jobs for African Americans at fair wages at a time when employment options were severely limited by discrimination. Later in her life, Maggie faced her own trials. She was diagnosed with diabetes and eventually became wheelchair bound, but she never stopped working. From her wheelchair, she continued to run the bank, lead the order, and fight for her community. Maggie Lena Walker passed away in 1934, but her legacy lives on. Her bank grew, eventually becoming Consolidated Bank and Trust, one of the longest running Black-owned banks in America. Today, her home in Richmond, Virginia is a National Historic Site where people can walk the same halls that she once walked and be inspired by her story. Maggie Lena Walker proved that leadership is not about what you have, it's about what you're willing to build. She was a dreamer, she was a doer, and a difference maker. At a time when the world told her no, she created her own yes. If you found Maggie's story to be inspiring, be sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe for more stories of powerful women in history who changed the world. If you feel deep in your spirit that you're called to do greater things, but you feel stuck or you just need someone to coach you through it, see the link in the description. I believe that you have a gift and a calling that the world needs. I know you can make an impact just like Maggie Lena Walker did. So until next time, remember, God has called you to do greater. So go out there and be great.